Then this is probably the biggest game of the night, biggest playoff impact of the night. You have the number 4 Ohio State Buckeyes traveling to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Ohio State is favored by 13.5 in this game. Remember, Ohio State went 7-1 last year, right? Their only loss was in the national championship to an Alabama team that had 4 first-rounders simply at quarterback, running back, and wide receiver, right? So this was an insanely talented offense for the Alabama Crimson Tide that it was going to be hard to beat. Ohio State, on the other hand, they returned some really good playmakers in Chris Olave and I believe, dang it, I forgot the name of the receiver, but they have another great receiver on their team. There are some worries of some points about Ohio State, which is why Minnesota is, it's like why Ohio State is only favored by 13.5 points against Minnesota. Normally they'd be favored by a lot more, right? So Minnesota, they return their starting quarterback, they return their starting running back, they have a lot of wide receivers that have seen time, they have a very good defense. The only person they really lost last year that was kind of, two, I guess, really, Benjamin St. Juste, the corner, and they lost, dang it, Rashad Bateman. I don't know why his name was slipping my mind. But they lost those 2 players, but they returned everyone else, and they should still be a very good team this year. Now, Ohio State, on the other hand, have a lot of players to replace. Not only do they have to replace their starting quarterback, which could be a big deal in a game where you're talking about a Minnesota Golden Gophers team that's very experienced, but they also have to replace their starting running back that was awesome last year in Trey Sermon, and you're trying to replace it with a guy that has been mediocre at best and a backup running back, like as a supplemental back at best in his career. So I'm actually a little bit worried about Ohio State's running game, which is going to make you pass the ball more, which is not what you want with a freshman quarterback going against an experienced Minnesota Golden Gopher. I'm going to go with Ohio State win. Oh, wait, let me mention this real quick. Ohio State is 45-7 against Minnesota over the past few years, and Ohio State has won 10 straight, so it's going to be hard for me to go against that. Give me Ohio State to win, but Minnesota cover. I expect this to be a very close game.